Yeah, that one is good.
我的蒙古龙。
划算。Oh yeah, the whole thing is potato.
我不是看一个 slice 而已咩？Hello.
Holding on for your dear life. Can people see my undies? Nice. Rich, you can take that. What do we need there? Why? Yeah, man. Yeah, I also feel like it's different. Chilling out.
冰棒那边也是有。
我拿上来。
人都乱。啊，没有在那边。
No, I still have to close my eyes. That's a humongous housefly. I thought it was a bee. Everything is deep fried. Not sure what this is, but it's good. Where?
Ah, full stop 보고 season. Fair. Not bad. Not bad.
Ooh! There's something on the... I don't know, it's a cricket or something.
Make sure you're back up here for the start. In the meantime, you are welcome to have a look around the room.
Chilling out, chilling out.
You see here? Let's do a big reveal.
Oh my gosh.
Wallaby leg, we've got some tails.
Wow.
Bits and blobs. Beautiful. I know. Come on, over this way, Katie.
Whoa.
I'll make it for you. So that sneezing sound there, that's the most common noise. Now watch Katie. She's putting her rump in. So if you guys are from far northeast Queensland, is anyone from? Yeah. Not too rugged up. Yes, they can hunt prey items like that, almost 3 times their size we've seen them capturing, as well as some phenomenal... Sadly, they suffered from the cane toad introduction. Again, luckily we don't have that issue right now. So cool. Well, I've hand raised this little cheeky chappy from 110 grams.
Just mix my noodles.
Yeah, it's ready. Very ready.
Also got chicken and salad. There is of course cucumber. Take some cucumber. But I like wing. I eat one wing first.
我跟你讲到这，我可能那个鸡我不敢碰，我跟你讲。这么严重吗？对啊，我刚才这我真的不行了，我真的我想晕了，我知道你讲过那时候你来上班时候 make 你的鸡胸肉，you also got this feeling. Right, you got a feeling.
Just get this.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's how the angmohs eat. This one they put with jam, you know.
哦，这很奇怪。
Woke up early.
It is cold.
Bus, information, needed.
track 了咯。I'll take one of this, I think.
Oh yeah, the sticker.
Not big leh.
Okay what?
Correct lah, this the one lah. Pepper. Weather Mountain Lodge.
Where's the lemon?
Lick.
Night mode 69
Is it?
拍上面
Yeah, seems like it.
And I'll give you a little bit, and then, like when I asked them, do you think
Đã phải này vào để churros man. I find that this one really okay. No, 特别。Yeah.
It's not bad, is it? It's just a mirror. Yeah, this one difficult.
Wow. My friend here. Wow, so hyper. Wow, full of energy. Oh my god, it's so steep. It's so steep.
You adjust the angle first.
This is the basil. 他们的饭很难拿到。
No, then they can pour more like that. That's what the guy taught you. No, that's what people do. They shake cow.
Flower initially wanted Lady Baron. Oh. 2 hours 30 minutes eh. Very cloudy also.
你来到海里面啊？
How about the blinds, Hill?
The blinds are
Very high quantity of cocoa. So you get really excited. Jumbo oysters. Look.